American politics. American politics has become a joke, not because it is on the merit of lack of democracy, but because it's lack of a collective thinking on the right track of mind, and people are easily swayed away from other their minds by manipulating the media, and the establishment manipulates human way of thought. Also, the tragedy about American politics is the fact that the whole world is looking upon them as the salvation of their own future. This happens because America has become so powerful in the world economically, and most likely, most effectively rather, through the force of arms. They have such technology developed which can threat wherever they think the interests are in danger, and the power they have collected for so many years, they have become immune to any signals of self-correctness, because power makes man arrogant. Since 1913, the time that Woodrow Wilson allowed that establishment of called the Reserve, Federal Reserve, to take over the future of the Americans, and gradually within 30 years since then, the whole world has become subjugated to this kind of economics. America slowly has been enslaved. Only in the tenure and his brief tenure of the bright mind and open mind of JFK had a chance to shift course, and along with America, the rest of the world, but he had no chance of success. Interests and power prevailed over his life, and along with his loss, along with him, humanity continue living on the brink of uncertainty. The 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 American politics have been cemented into a concrete, a ghost, hard to break. They have created a network of satellites throughout the world who are working for them. Not inconspicuously, but in open theater. We can see them, that they have that great power, Americans, to, and we're talking about the American government, of course, to hold the world within its reach of their own interest and benefits. And the present elections, something different is happening. A man out of the establishment called Donald Trump, a millionaire, who has decided to get into politics. He got the candidacy from the Republicans, and his course on politics seems to be inconvenient for the establishment. And we see a war broke out against him. All the media are working against him. No major newspaper in the United States have endorsed him. That shows something to us. But there is also another thing which we have to take under consideration, and this is the theory of conspiracy. That theory of conspiracy has been infiltrated in all our thoughts, and we don't have a clear mind to make out if this is true or false. But under the circumstances, the perverted, open will of the government of the United States is being run through all over the world. They have the will to bend any resistance with one way or another, and things to go the way they want to. Trump looks like a stranger under the circumstances, and we don't really know how his fabric, political fabric, might be woven out if he takes the office. But whatever he says so far sounds good. He wants to diffuse that tension, psychological tension that is electrifying all over the world because of the Americans' foreign policy. Looks like he might be a solution to our present problems, to tempering off our agony for the future, because it's not. It doesn't take too much for someone who want to press a button and send a missile, a nuke, and this is it. A train was passing from a desert town called Black Rock once a year. That is from the movie A Bad Day at Black Rock. And whoever had a chance to travel that way, if he lost the timing, he had to wait for 1 year. Now Americans, they have a chance to climb on that train before it's gone. So we have to look forward for such kind of the turn of events, and the painful presence of American politics has to be cured. That painful town, when Melody Jones entered the city with his pal William Demarest, he saw a drunkard sitting on a porch, asking him, "What's the name of the town?" The man said, "Painful." He said, "What's painful?" "The name of the town." I guess the whole America is really at this time in a painful situation, and along with them, the rest of the world actually. I see there is a wave of mavericks. David Icke called those people who have straightened up their height, stood the ground, and openly fighting the establishment. There's a lot of people in the United States who are working through the social media to overthrow that perilous situation which has been going on for so many years in our Garden of Zeus, that is planet Earth. They daily they crying havoc, they crying lonely wolf all the time to try to sway people away from the mass brainwashing. I like to name those guys which impressed me sometimes with their fervent fervent attitude towards their own fate. Michael Savage, the guy has been outlawed from the United Kingdom. Uh, they don't like him because he is an open mind. He talks his mind against the establishment. He's very popular though, and he can make a damage to the American establishment. Another guy called Michael Rivero, another fella who really is working hard to do it. Rush Limbaugh, this is another dynamo. Another guy called Rents, who is the same powerful man on the subject. There are so many people around, like David Duke, Alex Jones, even Bill Jenkins, if you remember the guy, the anchorman in the ABC, that the guy who looked like Clint Eastwood, you know. He became a free mind person, you know, and we are very pleased to listen to him. So I like to make a note from Plato's Protagoras. There is an interesting passage which Socrates says about the people without having the critical mind and the lack, the oversight, the insight of measuring things around themselves. I'm quoting. Socrates says, all virtue is one, namely a single knowledge, that acting against one man's convictions, which is weakness of will, in Greek called akrisia. That means we don't have a critical thinking. Akrisia is impossible, he says, and our salvation in life depends upon an art of measurement that will overcome the power of appearance and get us to act rightly always. I guess it's that simple. This privately power of thinking has got to be a collective one to be able to be effective, and this is count during an election day. If this won't happen, I'm afraid the United States and the world will be feeling disappointed and will fall back into melancholy again, as we are so far under these circumstances. We're looking forward to see the change.